So as to talk about this and enlighten us with her knowledge and with 25 plus years of experience in dental and medical aesthetic procedures, including skin, hair, face and laser procedures and a lot more, we have Dr. Jasmine with us. Hi Doctor.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so start karte hain. First, let's just understand how long have you been practicing so that all of our viewers actually understand.
Well, I've been practicing here for 25 long years now. So I passed out in 1998 and for just first 2 or 3 years I worked with other doctors just for practice sake. Then in 2000 we started with the clinics and now it's been almost 25 years that I've been into this practice.
That's great. So, what do you face generally जब patients आते हैं? तो सबसे ज़्यादा main problem क्या है लोगों को आजकल?
Look, I am a dentist.
Yes.
So like dentistry has been my basic profession. And the first thing my patients come as dental patients, they come with usually bad breaths, sensitivity, and caries, cavities. And now I've shifted my focus to cosmetology as well. In 2014, I started with this cosmetology procedures. So in this department of cosmetology, the most of the my patients come with acne problems and pigmentation, because Punjab being a very hot state and scorching sun, so the pigmentation problem is a huge problem with my patients.
Very interesting. So, you rarely see this kind of a combination generally, right? So, dentistry and then you also look at
Cosmetics, cosmetology, medical.
And skincare and all these sorts. So, how did you actually, so after dentistry, how did you get into this?
In 2014 when I started with this cosmetology, because there were so many courses, upcoming courses. In those times it was not very known to dentists, but we can do skin procedures as well, because we deal with face.
Right.
Being a dentist also, we deal with the face, neck, head, neck and face. These are the three things we are taught all through the 5 years of our graduation. So it's like we know a lot about face. Rather, I would say that we know the best about face, because everything we do is on face, inside your oral cavity. So there were so many courses, upcoming courses in 2014, and I joined one course that was affiliated with a Germany university, and it was in Delhi. It was a 6 months diploma course. I started with that and I find it really good. It was like a very entertaining course, and it was something a fresh air, because you've been doing dentistry all just in one go. You're doing for 15 long years, and then there was something a fresh air being into medical cosmetology. So yeah, I found it good, and I was like thinking about why not to add to my own profession, my own practice. So I started doing various procedures like Botox, fillers, and those days were like, they were very new things to the common person. People were doing in for Bollywood stars and all that, but for just for common person, for you and me, it was very rather I would say like it was a scary thing. People were scared about like what will happen. Will we be able to do the same things? We will be able to see ourselves the same the way before we started doing Botox and fillers, and then after 6 months when the effect wears off, like how will we look like after 6 months and all that. And yeah, it was like a challenge for me then. Yeah, like it's been now more than 10 years, I would say. 10 years is going to be this year that I'm doing this. Yes.
Amazing. So I think back then, post procedure आप कैसे दिखने वाले हो in like say 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Now with technology, has this gotten any better?
Yes. Now you ask anyone, like even brides to be, they want to look their best. Everybody wants to look their best, but just because being a bride, it's going to be the once in a lifetime experience. So brides to be are very excited to get Botox and fillers and all the skin procedures, all the advanced skin procedures done. Like nowadays, IV glutathione is very in, it's very trending, I would say. because this gives you instant glow. And in case if you have any toxicities in your bloodstream, then glutathione just wears them off.
Right.
And you really start looking really good. I mean, really glowing face, glowing skin you get in just one sitting. And after 15 days, when you repeat the same procedure, the results are amazing.
Right. So, आजकल ना actually everybody wants a glowing skin, and this is people try a lot of Instagram hacks. People try whatever they see on the internet. घर के नुस्खे हैं लोग बहुत सारे use कर रहे हैं. So, do you think there is any one sort of thing that at home every day a person can do that automatically makes their skin better?
Yeah, like unless and until you don't have any ailment, you don't have any physiological problem. Because when we start with the skin treatments, we first ask for the blood test, because that tells us like if there is any ailment inside your body, inside your blood, your hormone levels, your blood picture, everything we should know. So in case if you have everything is fine, I don't think you need any expert care. It's just your basic home care is good enough. Just you use a good quality of face wash. Then you put a good serum on your face, morning serum, evening serums.
Right.
Then moisturize your face, body rather, I would say, not only face. It's like hydrating moisturize. That depends upon skin to skin. Like we have oily skin, some have dry skin, some have complicated combination. There are so many types of skins.
Right.
So like it's like then third step is moisturizing if you don't have any ailment. Yeah, so the fourth step is sunscreen. After hydration, you put a good amount of sunscreen and a good brand.
Right.
Just not over-the-counter brand. Always get a prescription for the things you use on your face, because this is something you have to show it to the world. The first impression that carries is on your face, and that is how the other person judges you, not judges you, rather like he'll come to know about how you take care of yourselves.
Right.
So sunscreen, and then every 2 to 3 hours you reapply the sunscreen. And then again, same thing is with the evening routine. Evening again, you have to use face wash, good face wash, cleanser, then evening serum. That depends upon your type of skin, what type of skin you have. Then the final thing is just put a good hydration mask on your face and go to sleep. Good sleep.
Right.
At least 8 hours of sleep. If you can do that, then nothing can beat that. No amount of all the skin treatments and everything, nothing can beat that good amount of sleep.
Skin care, so I mean sunscreen के बारे में तो मेरे को honestly अभी पता चला, because I've recently been married and my wife is haunting me to apply sunscreen every 5 hours.
Yes. No. This is you. If you don't have anything now, like you've gone somewhere, you've not bagged your kit, your vanity kit. If you have just simple one sunscreen, good sunscreen. I'm telling you, not over the counter.
Right.
There are so many brands that advertise on your televisions and all that. Don't buy that. Get a good prescription according to your skin.
Right.
From the doctor. She will prescribe you a good sunscreen. Then you put it, reapply it after 3 to 4 years. If you don't have any problem with your body, with your hormones, with your blood, you won't get any type of skin problem. That's for sure.
Right. Very interesting. And you also, doctor mentioned that there are different kinds of, let's say, day serums and night serums, day creams, night creams. So actually, कुछ difference होता है क्या?
See, this is what I'm telling you. That there are so many types of skin. Like when you're very young, you don't have anything on your face, no fine lines, nothing. Your skin is already glowing, but still you need a serum just to keep that glow for longer time, for the longer years. Like in 20s, 25s, when you're very young. Then you don't need any medicated serum. Just put a hyaluronic acid serum. That is really good. That you can put on any type of skin. Even if you don't have any problem, hyaluronic acid is very good. Vitamin C serums, in case if you have any pigmentation, then you can do, you can put vitamin C serums, because that's really good. That lightens up your skin. Then there are salicylic acid serums. Those are for acne prone skins.
Right.
Salicylic acid serums. And then for aging skins, those aging skins, there are retinol serums, retinol serum that you have to put at night. So there are so many different types of serums according to your skin. So that depends upon person to person, patient to patient. We'll see to the patient, we'll look into the skin, we'll use a trichoscope, we'll use a dermoscope. According to that, we'll prescribe the things for the patient.
Let's circle back to skincare later. I would like to touch on the topic that, in India, I think right now, at the level which I understand, dental, oral hygiene or dental care is not at the level where it should be right now. In general, day-to-day life, all of us are taught in the school that, brush twice a day, sometimes floss, nobody does it. So do you think, how problematic is it? And actually brushing twice a day and doing all of these things, they actually, help, and you won't have to visit the doctor?
Because this is true. Like in India, people are like dentist के चला जाएगा, नहीं होगा नहीं, बाकी की body ठीक रहनी चाहिए. Dental and dental health is something like a far away thing, unless when you have an emergency, only then they'll come to your clinic. But yeah, with time, I would say people are getting aware of even your oral health as well. They have started coming to dental clinics every 6 months, because we tell them to come. Like, you have to show up every 6 months, so that if there is any caries initial stages, then we can always just fix it over there only. Otherwise, they'll spread to be root canals, then maybe extractions. There can be a lot of edemas. Then they are very much complicated things in dentistry as well. Yeah, this the thing you're asking me, like 2 times a day, definitely 2 times a day, and brushing twice a day is must. Because see, look, when we go to sleep, if we have not brushed our teeth, or we have brushed our teeth and after that we are having something sweet, something like some people are fond of having milk at night. In that case, if we have brushed our teeth and we are eating again after that brushing, then it's of no good. It's rather good if you don't brush only. So twice a day means like you have to brush your teeth just before retiring to your bed, so that your mouth is fresh, your oral cavity is fresh, it's free of bacteria, it's free of harmful germs.
Right.
You have to brush it, you have to mouthwash it as well. And if possible, of course, do flossing. Because flossing is something that will keep your contacts intact.
Right.
Caries can be on the surface. It's like on the tooth surface. It can be in between the teeth. So brushing may help you on the surface caries, but in between the teeth caries, it's like if you don't want those kind of conditions, it's always good if you floss your teeth.
Right.
So, and obviously morning when you get up, you brush your teeth, you feel fresh.
Correct.
So yeah, brushing teeth definitely helps. At least it takes care of your 80% of your dental problems. Take care of.
Right. So also, doctor, sugars, we all know that they hurt your teeth in some way or the other. Are there any other foods specifically you actually we should try to avoid? So my dentist actually told me, don't drink coffee, you'll ruin your teeth. Is that true?
Yeah, because coffee, it's not like we don't tell patients not to drink coffee, not to drink tea and all that, not to drink cola. Of course, we tell not to drink colas, because colas are aerated drinks, anything aerated drinks, colas, other aerated drinks as well, because they wear off your enamel, There's acidic, and acid wears off your enamel, and when enamel starts wearing off, your dentin comes outside, and that makes your teeth very sensitive. You'll start experiencing excruciating pain with just simple air, fan on, and your teeth have started with a sensitivity problem. So cola drinks, definitely not. But I tell my patients, it's not like you don't drink coffee and tea, because I myself is very fond of tea. So it's like once in a day, twice in a day, have tea, but definitely take care of your teeth. Twice daily you brush your teeth, and once you do the mouthwash. Some people have teeth, they attract the stains. Some people, they have teeth, they're very polished, they don't attract. Even if they don't brush for 1 day, 2 days, nothing happens. So it depends upon your immunity as well. Even our teeth have immunities.
Right.
So like if I don't brush my teeth like in the evening, maybe in the morning I'll feel a very rough patch on my teeth. Some days you are going somewhere, you are traveling, you are driving, you don't get time, but it's okay. But not like every other day. If you say, okay, now when I've skipped one night, then next night, no, not like that. Same as we think, like this thing, like if you want to have tea and coffee, have it, but in a very moderate amount and just once or twice, because that stains your teeth. That is why dentists tell you not to have tea and coffee. But if you brush your teeth properly, you're taking care of your teeth properly, you don't have that immunity. If you don't have the affinity of your teeth to attract more stains, more calculus, then it's good. You can have that. But if you have that affinity, then you have to take extra care of it.
पहले नहीं होता था. So do you think it's actually required, and how important it is for young children to actually be very careful of their teeth, and braces भी जैसे लगते हैं, तो if it's done early, is it better?
Yeah, this is true. Like people are now getting, I told you earlier also, like it's like now awareness is coming about dental health, about your oral health. Usually patients, kids, like they come to me with when they start seeing some stains on their teeth and all that. To treat a pediatric patient, it's really difficult because these patients are very adamant. And nowadays, because our food habits have changed, our food habits have changed from our parents. There is a generation gap, but still ours was better. Now the kids of new kids like this of this era who are just like 2-3 years old, these kids, they have really very bad oral hygiene, very bad oral health. I would say they have almost all, because our food is not good. Our food is not raw anymore. Everything is polished. Like even the milk, the paneer, the cheese, whatever we eat, it's all adulterated. It's all processed. It's all adulterated. You don't get the pure things the way our parents used to get. Rather, we also had the privilege to have good food. Raw food. Everything is overcooked or polished. Even all the grams, all the we say these grams are good, dal is good, protein has me. No, nothing. There is nothing. Even if they are selling it, saying organic, it's not organic. How can you prove it that it's organic? Because that is why nowadays the kids are facing lots of dental problems because of the food habits. We have started eating fast food so much. We're so dependent on fast food. Like once or twice in a week, we have to go outside and eat outside. This is like mandatory. And we can't stop it. How can, if we are eating like, how can we stop our kids?
Right.
And moreover, that wherever you go, even if you go to the high-end restaurants or you are going to street food or whatever, they're using the same things, the same butter, same cheese, everything. So that is why the dental problems are getting on a higher graph just because of our food habits. And to tend to these pediatric patients is really a very tough job. I have 2-3 cases going on in my clinic. So yeah, it's good if we just start giving them these dental lessons from the very beginning only. So we have started very short films that keep playing in my waiting area, so that the kids come to know about how their teeth are affecting and how will they get hurt if they won't take care of their teeth. So I'm trying that way. And moreover, definitely good dental brands, because kids have different teeth. They don't have adult teeth. Until they don't have adult teeth, they are either into a mixed dentition or into a deciduous dentition. So these deciduous teeth are not that strong the one we have, the adult teeth, So they have different toothpaste, they have different mouthwash. So parents should keep this in mind, that the brush, the toothpaste, the mouthwash we are using, they are not suitable for the kids.
Right.
They have to use extra special care. They have to put some extra special care into their kids' oral health.
Right. So whatever brand we are using, it might not
work for it might harm them, because the things see, our toothpaste is containing lots of fluoride, because we need them. We have good teeth. We have 32, 28 teeth, and their teeth are just very small teeth, and they don't need. And moreover, kids, even if we tell them not to swallow, they are going to swallow.
That is.
So it's good, like if you use kids toothpaste, kids mouthwash, kids brush. Keep those things different from your things.
Right. Something that's specifically made for them, and that swallow thing is a big problem because.
Yeah, because even if we tell them not to swallow, they will swallow. Yeah, this is how kids are.
Right. So, doctor, आपने बताया generally, if you take good care of your oral health, so cavities वगैरह होने के chances बहुत कम हो जाते हैं. Other than whatever we're eating, and still if we're taking good care of our teeth, are there any other reasons that may cause cavities or may cause a loose teeth, other than of course accidents or injuries?
See, in kids we were talking about this bottle feeding. We should stop bottle feeding maximum after 1.5 to 2 years, not after 2 years, because we give the bottle to the kid. She is sleeping with bottle in her mouth, and we just remove the bottle because we are like happy. Okay, चलो बच्चा सो गया, अब हम आराम से अपना टीवी देखेंगे, whatever we want to do, है ना? Because हम वो लालच होता है कि चलो बच्चे को सुलाना है, bottle मुंह में डालो, she will sleep and we'll have a good time, or we'll just go around and something like. So like when we remove the bottle, the kid is sleeping, that there is a thin layer of milk that is covering their teeth. And that is the most damaging thing for the kid. Right. That is why if you look into kids' teeth, there are many of them. They have this black teeth, upper and lower. This is because they have been on a bottle feeding for very long, and they just sleep with the bottle in their mouth. So this condition is known as rampant caries. And for adults, definitely we should. Not stop, we should try to eat less junk food, Rather, we should have more raw things, raw vegetables, raw fruits, because these are fibrous things. They automatically clean your teeth. Because fibers हैं, उसमें coarse है something, तो वो आपका पूरा clean करके रखते हैं, At least for night, I would suggest not to eat junk food. Because junk food is something that sticks on your teeth, that keeps it there, and that starts damaging your teeth.
So, like we talked about, different kind of products in adults and in kids, and people should know what they're using, actually what they're giving their kids. What do you think are the few ingredients or the few things that people should, look at that should be in their, let's say, oral hygiene products, or the things they should avoid? So, of course, we know fluoride is something that we might avoid for our kids, right? Other than this, are there any other things people should look at?
See, fluoride is not something like we should stop giving to the patients, to the pediatric patients as well. Fluoride in a good amount. For adults it's different, for kids it's different. This is what I'm doing. Fluoride is very good, rather it prevents caries, Other things, there are so many brands, they come up with new things, new ingredients into that, some flavoring agents, mint and all that, there's so many things, because every other day you find a new brand coming up into the market, and they come to us with all the whatever they have, like they'll show us this brand doesn't have this brand is this, we are different from them. So that you have to see, and of course, being a dentist, I would suggest, like if you have a problem, being a parent, or your kid has a problem, then we'll look into your mouth, your oral cavity, we'll see what problem it is. If it's about gingiva, if it's about your gums, if it's about your teeth, or if it's about anything else in your mouth. If you like, some people have very dry mouths, they come to us, like we get cuts easily.
Yes.
Then some people are wearing dentures. Some people have these fixed prostheses in their mouth. Some people have implants. That depends patient to patient. We will just look into that. We'll see the best possible thing for them, the best possible product for them, and we'll prescribe it. And yeah, of course, you can shift to brands.
Right.
Like after using the one product for 6 months, if you just want, like, doctor, you change this, like it's not, we want to change the flavor or whatever, then we'll give it like that. Like after scaling, after cleaning, we give a different brand with different product, with different ingredients. After you're putting an implant, it's a different thing, totally different thing. So that depends upon patient to patient.
So now let's talk a little bit more about skincare now, because I have a lot of questions for it, and my wife actually sent me here to talk about this.
Okay, say hi to her.
Yeah, let me know what you understand. So
yeah.
So first of all, we were talking before also, बहुत सारे लोग ना आजकल Instagram पे देखते हैं, beauty hacks देखते हैं, TikTok पे, they'll search for all these different things. Have you ever encountered a patient who has used one of these hacks and actually hurt themselves?
There are so many. They come to us, they'll be like, हमने तो इतना महंगा लिया था, वहाँ से देखे, वहाँ से मंगवाया था, ऑनलाइन मंगवाया था. There is one product, I forgot, and I would rather not name also. For hair care, there is the hair oil. You buy one, you get one free. These are like, in case if you want to make some fool of someone, the best thing is that you buy one, you get one free. Because how can you give two things at the price of one if it's genuinely good? Products, they are genuinely good. They are highly priced, and they have the ingredients are extremely good. Like if they say if it's natural, then it is natural, because they have gone through so many tests. So that is why they are pricey things, So yeah, there is a patient of mine. She came to me, like she had a hair fall. She was like, I was experiencing hair fall, and I bought this product online. उसके बाद लगा के मेरा तो बहुत एकदम patches होने शुरू हो गए because of this. तो obviously वो जो product जो वो लगा रही थी ना, उसका already उसके बाद like उन्होंने एक बार तो वो बेच देते हैं, like lots of advertisements, lots of reels and all that. वो fake से ले आते हैं कि यार ये वो reviews भी fake but after some time you come to know कि वो जो सब fake reviews के बाद real reviews start coming, and they had to ban that product. The state had to take an action on that product, and then we started with our treatments here in the clinic. And now when she's like been for 3-4 months under our treatment, and she's happy, she's getting things, but वो जितनी जल्दी loss होता उतनी जल्दी वापस नहीं आता. वो धीरे जाता जल्दी है. So yeah, so there are few products, I would say, like really damaging to your skin, to your hair, your scalp.
So you suggest, before trying any product, just try to understand if it's genuine or not. If the companies, they're saying, कि natural ingredients are organic ingredients, they should actually be able to prove it with some kind of test reports. NABL accredited labs होती हैं आजकल, so they should be actually able to, give you those reports, tell you exactly what.
Then there are so many good companies, I won't name the companies. They have been like into this market for long years. They are doing really good. Everybody knows that they are using this. But still, हम लोग attract हो जाते हैं ना कि वो सस्ता है, इतने अच्छे results हैं. That is human. We can't stop ourselves. Even I can't stop myself. If I go out somewhere and there is a kiosk in a mall and they are just like, see this, like they'll get a good model. She's not using the product. She's using something really good, and she just says because she's getting money out of it, so she'll pose it like, I'm using this one, look at my skin and all that. and then obviously आप उसको lure हो जाते हो, you get attracted to things like that.
Alright, doctor. So एक और confusion है which I, through the medium of you being here with all this knowledge, I want to make people understand what is the difference, because मेरे को भी confusion है, I'm sure और बहुत सारे लोगों को होगी. Serums हैं, face oils हैं, face creams हैं. How do we choose what is right for us?
This is something really a problem for layman, who just don't know anything about skincare products. So serums are basically, these are concentrated forms. These are perfect for any skin type. Of course, we give serum, we prescribe serums according to skin type, but all skin types, they need, after 18 or say 20 years, you need a serum. You want to keep your glow, your face, softness, everything, you want to keep them for long, there are different serums. If you are aging, you have started with fine lines, there are different serums. You have deep lines, there are different serums. Then you have open pores, you have acne, deep, pigmentation, all the problems have different serums. And serum is, I'm telling you, it's something, these ingredients are very concentrated form, that we have to either apply in the morning or in the evening. Then come to face oils. Oils is rather, because it's an oily medium, so it's good we don't give it for the oily skins. Whatever they be, like if we tell them like it's the oil, it's not going to get you acne and all, but oil is oil, It's going to clog your pores somehow, because we are staying in India, we are living in India, there is dust everywhere. Even here also, like in spite of all the cleanliness, still there is a dust. No. So once you put oil on your face, कितना भी वो बोलो कि बहुत वो अंदर समा जाएगा and all that, but still it's going to clog your pores, because when dust is going to settle on your oil, then it's going to clog your pores. But yeah, for dry skin, oils are really good, because they don't have open pores. They have very good skin. Dry and normal skin are the best skins, because dry skin, you put whatever, you put cream, you put serum, you put this thing, oil, and nothing's going to affect it. No acne, no nothing else. So oils and serums, this is the difference. And creams are, these are obviously, they are also oil-based creams. There are few nowadays, because new products are coming into the market. There's something like Korean glass skin and all that, Yeah, so Korean creams and all that. Yeah, those skins, they are water-based. Creams are two types, water-based and oil-based. Water-based skins are good for definitely oily skin, for complicated combination skin. Then these skins now which are dry in nature, and you have scaly skins, you get skin cuts wherever in your body. Then oil-based creams are good, especially for winters. Oil-based creams are good for body, I would say rather.
Okay. And so doctor, generally मतलब बहुत लोगों को acne का problem है ही है. So I know hormones play a lot. Your hormones are imbalanced, maybe that affects it. But what do you think is the most common cause for acne?
That also, acne also depends upon in what age you are getting acne. Usually it's like when you enter into your teens, then you start with acne. That is definitely hormonal acne. There is an imbalance, there is something rush of hormones, and then you are entering into your puberty age. Those are the things like when you get the acne. This is the one thing. This is something coming outside from your body, from inside of your body. And the other thing is like dust and touching your face regularly, because like if I put my finger here, I can put it anywhere. If I'm using the stairs, I'm putting my hand on the railing. Anyway, you don't have to put your hands on your face regularly. Just like when you're washing your face, you're putting some serums or creams, then also you touch your face. Otherwise, don't touch your face, because that is also one of the reasons to get acne. Yeah, definitely, you know. And that also, because if you have an oily skin and you are transferring dust through your hands or anything else, then definitely you're going to have more acne. Sometimes it's because of your diet also. Chocolates, dairy products, and sticky foods, cheese and all that. These things, they definitely cause acne. But that also depends upon body to body. There are few people who eat everything and they don't get acne. Then I would say they are blessed. Yeah. And oily skin is more prone to acne. Dry skin, normal skins, they don't get acne, because oily skin has pores, and when open pores, if you have, definitely you're going to get a good amount of acne.
Right.
Yeah.
So generally when people, teens में जब acne होता है, usually this hormonal acne, this phases out when you get older. But people still have scars left. So how do you get rid of them? Or actually मतलब हटा सकते हैं, या do they always will stay on your skin?
Scars is something, I would say nowadays it's possible to do anything, We can make you look 20 years younger. We can make you look 20 years older. So if you want just want a very glass skin, Korean skin, we can get that done. However damaged your face is, your hair is, everything is possible. Because it's like I would say the height of technology now. Everyone knows everything, It's like because of this social media, so many reels. It's not like only Hollywood and Bollywood people can afford things. There are so many other normal people, day to day, like the girl next door knows everything about skin, about hair, about the treatments, Scars is usually, after acne, scars are usually open pores, the bigger pores, There are few treatments we can do. We can do peels.
Right.
Peeling is the best procedure if you don't have deep pores, scars. Scars are also many types. There are box scars, there are then flat scars, then there are narrow scars. There's so many types. But yeah, usually first thing we do is peel. Then we do microdermabrasion, that just abrade your skin, your superficial layer of skin. Then we use peel, that gives really good result. So in any type of treatment, aesthetic treatment, I would say rather, you have to get the sittings, It's not just one day miracle. It's not a magic. It's not going to be like overnight a magic. No. You have to get sitting. That depends upon 4 to 6 sittings. I was 6 sittings is a must. In case if you want real good results, you really want your skin to look healthy, your skin to look flawless, So yeah, that depends on that. Then we give the combination therapies. Like if a patient comes to me with acne or acne scars, for acne prone skin, we degrease the skin, we hydrate the skin. First we treat the acne. That with prescription we do, then in clinic procedures we do. Then after when the acne subsides, then we start with the acne scar treatments. These are many times, as I told you earlier, like we start with peels first. We'll microabrade your skin, your upper layer of the skin, then we do a peel. Depending upon that too, again, about your skin, how your skin is. Because peel is something, it's very precise procedure.
I think we've had a very interesting conversation, and thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you.
I hope we, do this something again.
Yeah,
And
looking forward.
So at the end, I would just want you to, quickly at the top of your mind, if there are some tips that you want to give to everybody to, keep their hair healthy, keep their skin healthy, keep their teeth healthy, so anything that you would want to tell the audience.
Yeah, definitely. For teeth, as I told you earlier, twice daily, brush twice daily, use mouthwash at least at night. If not in the morning, if you're not comfortable using mouthwash in the morning, then use at night, medicated mouthwash at night. And floss. Yeah, if it's possible, do floss your teeth, because flossing is something we will be thankful after few years. It's like very, like something very hectic procedure, doing flossing and all. But nowadays there are flosses, that ready-made flosses also. You can always buy them. They are like picks. You just have to put it on the proximal contacts of your teeth. It's done. It's like only 5 minutes job, brushing, mouthwash and floss. 5 minutes in the morning and 5 in the evening, and that's done for you. And for your skincare, same thing again. Use good brands, and because good brands are something you invest into. Skin is something people are going to read your face. First, they will read your face. They'll see how you take care of your face, how you take care of your hands. And that gives a lots of impression, lasting impressions. So skin, same thing, like good face wash, then use serum, hydrate your skin properly, then use sunscreen. Sunscreen is must. Even if we say that we are working indoors, we don't need it. These lights are damaging. They are damaging our skin. And again, for the hair care, use good shampoo. And if you have any hair problems, consult a doctor. She will tell you what to use, which shampoo, which brand to use, and use serum. Get a good amount of even oil massages as well. That also ask your doctor first, because some scalps, they don't allow for oil massages and all that. So yeah, so always if you have any problem, go to the doctor. She will tell you everything. Then you start doing that, and I'm sure you will be sorted. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, doctor. Thanks again for giving us your time. And I think this was a lovely conversation.
Thank you.
And I hope we do this sometime again.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Guys,